Hello, here is my wonderful audience.
Doses and mimosas.
Champagne.
So you just finished your favorite burger with fries combo and you're now cleaning up. You place your food in the trash can and forget all about it until trash day comes around. I bet you have never spent any time thinking about the smelly infrastructure that is trash disposal and landfills. And I don't blame you, like who would want to think about the grossest areas across the planet? The system of removing trash from one's house and into a landfill is an intriguing process and has a remarkable history. The first landfill was not developed until 3000 BC in Knossos, Crete, where its citizens dug large holes designed to hold and harness excess trash and then filled it with dirt and soil to contain it. It was a revolutionary idea because until then there was no system to removing trash from the city. Before this change, trash had been piling up in the city and begun decomposing all over areas of the city. It was not until 1,000 years later that China integrated a more advanced system that involved composting and recycling. Laws that governed waste disposal were not in effect until 500 BC in Greece, and it was claimed that garbage must be dumped at least 1 mile from the city. Although it did not seem like a modern shift in thinking, by incorporating sanctions and laws, the method was now officially monitored and could be controllable. In 1350, the most deadly plague in human history struck down 1/3 of the human population. What is now known as the Black Plague showed us that we needed a process to remove excess trash from the city limits and that more supervision needed to be spent towards disposing trash properly, such as not in water ducts or other non-approved locations. However, the predominant way to get rid of trash during this era was burning it. It would not be until the 1900s where trash disposal as a service and a reliable source would be integrated into everyday society that we live in. Increases in disposal bans and legislations have been crucial to the development of the landfill. Not only were dumping sites poorly used, people also had no strong laws governing them, so it merely took the role of dumping your trash whenever and wherever it was most convenient. This practice is condemned today because it hurts the environment, other humans, and as well as animals in a variety of different habitats. Also, technological impacts have shown us that hazardous waste is detrimental to our health and must be conducted seriously. There's also been social shifts throughout history where recycling was considered lame and for hippies, whereas nowadays it is frowned upon to not recycle if given the opportunity. Political and regulatory improvements are necessary to the development and maintenance of landfills. When dealing with something this messy, you're going to need a lot of rules, specifically pointing out what you can and cannot do. To ensure safety, the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, has developed strict regulations governing the operation of landfills to ensure the prevention of leachate breaks and methane leaks. We all may roll our eyes when asked about the importance of these practices, but it is valuable to us because this is our future we are talking about. If we do not care for our world now, then what will be the outcome for our children or our children's children? So what do modern-day landfills look like and what occurs at them? Well, every year each American throws out about 1,200 pounds of organic garbage that can be composted. The U.S. produces more trash in the world than any other country. 5% of the world's population generates 40% of the world's waste. We still burn a large amount of the trash that builds up at landfills, but now there are new methods to distributing the trash over more areas, and also there are alternative strategies and services such as recycling and composting. Landfills are required by law to have plastic or at least something on the bottom above the ground so that trash will not seep through and corrupt the soil. Advancements in the way we use landfills can actually benefit us in the future because closed landfills can actually be converted into golf courses, ski slopes, and parks. What does the future entail for landfills, you might ask? In the past few years, increases in recycling and social awareness to the greenhouse effect and global warming have started the conversation whether or not to be dependent on landfills for the future. It looks as if landfills may have run their course and are now slowly starting to fade away. A different outlook on landfills, however, is that they may even be a huge impact for energy requirements. By having the production of methane gas from the decomposition of organic waste, we now have a strong energy source that can be used. And with a supply that never diminishes, you'll always have more and more energy for fuel or even electricity. Landfills have been an important factor in the development and advancement of the human race. They've been around since ancient times and have progressed into the methodological system that we have incorporated today. Without landfills, we would have been exposed to more diseases as well as more disgusting lifestyle. Landfills have contributed to the sanitation of us as well as the environment that we live in. So think about how much effort and process is contributed to the landfill system next time you're about to throw away your food, because the road to the end may not be as stinky as you think.
Oh.
Here's my visual aid, trash can.
Tie.
Thanks, fellas.
Alright, Game of Thrones watch party, Myron.